Hello, hello, as we say, welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway here for another night of HVTV After Dark. Hello, my name is Christian Delgado, your lead producer and commentator once again for tonight's races. This race will be Las Vegas here in the O'Reilly machines. We have just over 3.5 minutes left in practice as we get ready to go green here for Las Vegas. Ready to go trackside to see your fastest drivers out on track right now. Starting out Douglas Newbiggie, currently P2, that familiar 71 machine. Your fastest laps here on the left side of your screen, and now Las Vegas, definitely an interesting car track combo that the drivers decided to come through tonight. Now it looks like we got, like 22 cars who have decided to show up here for this first race. You see Jacob Wilkerson, top of the boys with that 30.02. Right, Doug, back there with the 009. Here comes Mostelli now. The 30.9. First driver to break into. The 30s. So, but definitely going to be interesting to see how these drivers can navigate this very unique track. It's so bumpy down there in 1 and 2, and it's going to be definitely a characteristic they're going to have to look out for as we continue to do the race versus 3 and 4. Very smooth again, but also you saw right there with the 88 of I believe that's the 80. Yeah, that is the 88. Cameron Face at turn 4 really gets up on you, and it sneaks up on you, and you see a lot of drivers, especially side by side, got to get up there in the outside wall or push someone up into that outside wall. It just narrows up so much more than a lot of drivers expect. Obviously, we talked about turn 1 and 2. It's just so bumpy down there that it's hard to make things work. See Carter King now in his new high velocity TV livery. Sharp looking scheme out here in the 55 machine. They're showing the 99 for Carter, but now he's the 55 here going forward, I believe. So he needs to change his number in the sim. Later in the future, I do need to get together with Andrew Schulte, our lead designer for these tickers, and see if we can get some custom numbers implemented into these the HVTV After Dark, so everybody can submit a custom number and have that number designated for them for all these stickers and stuff. I think it'd be really cool to have that. This RCR inspired 55 on car. You'll have the 87 that most is well known for on the ticker. You'll have Wilkerson, Legacy font now, Legacy Motor Club font. You'll have the Cameron Face, MCM font. You'll have Doug's kind of font he's always used for a long time, and on there you'll have the Gavin Austin font that he's taking to be here. Push over to the 2 machine primarily with Rev Racing. So on and so forth. Josh Kenyon with his he usually races the 27, but see him in a UNOH car. Obviously, I believe Josh is going to UNOH, so congratulations to him, and wish him good luck in his pursuit of knowledge, I guess. So contact up there with the driver ahead, but qualifying going to get ready to get underway here from Las Vegas, and we'll get ready to see who's going to start up front, who's going to have to start from the back and drive their way through the field. Lots of people. Looks like Marty Shamela, one of the first drivers out on the track. Machine. Already across the stripe to start his first time lap. See him cut the apron there. Our Schmel across the line will be first time lap. He'll go P2 currently. Cameron base. No, on to East. It's number 88. Obviously, Connor Zilich. Really top of the board, 30.8. Good lap for Hunter. Marcus Malden. Out on track. Ford machine. It's going to put the 4 on here, 5 on the scheme. Gavin Austin, top of the boards here. 748. Will Trudeau on track in this 47 machine. Cole's raced with us a little bit before. I think he's part of the MCM camp, I believe. Glad to see Cole back with us. Mike Thompson. Glad to see him racing with us here in the TV After Dark. Obviously, he races in the Prestige Cup Series there on Thursdays. Actually, won last Thursday at Nashville, I believe that was. Oh, that was AWC. When at Atlanta, my apologies. Yeah, glad to see him in here. Larry Eddy in this 31 machine. Not on track here, a minute and a half left in qualifying. Larry Eddy, 15, good lap for him. Got some cool Tyler Reif, 13 machine. Really cool to see Tyler racing with us. Obviously, this is a scheme he runs in real life. Linking issues out of Tyler. We feel allowed this lap time, and we saw some blinking out of the 13. Say the 22, I'm going to call him the 13, because that's what's on the car. So, see what this 13 machine can do. Coming across the stripe. $30.8. Yeah, P3 gives him the lap. Good lap from Tyler in that number 13 machine. Last person out on track, not going to be able to set a lap, would be Quentin Roloff. My apologies. Ready to go green here. 50 laps here from Vegas. Should be interesting. I'm interested to see how far they can go on fuel. I believe, most of these B-Fix races are, usually 35, 40 laps. I'm interested to see if they can go all the way on fuel. Have to see. But a lot of cars to get through, so we're going to go ahead and get your sign lineup here quickly as we can. Starting lineup here presented by HVTV. Gavin Austin, up there. Bull Sitter Hunter East in the 19 or the 88 machine back there up in P2. Tyler Reif, we saw that qualifying lap by him, comes home P3. Cameron Pace, P4. Jackson Connell back there in the 39 machine. He's going to be P5 alongside Marty Shamela, P6. Wyatt Thompson, the 67 machine, going to be P7. Actually, 77 machine. It just says 67 because we're going to hosted. Marcus Smallden back there in P8, rounding out the top 10. Eric Gonzalez, Lane Sanders at number 86 machine. Carter Kingsley will be back there in P11. Josh Kenyon, Carlos Ortiz, Michael Bloomsbury, Miranda Rose, Eddie Larry, Jonathan Nance, Cole Trudeau, Dorian Davis, Shane Ferguson, rounding out that top 20. Everybody else 30. Everybody else rounding out the field here. Aiden Gold. A lot of these guys decided not to set a lap time here. Aiden Gold, Greg Wachanensky, Jacob Wilkerson, Daniel Mosteller, Doug Newbiggie, Trenton Rolhoff, Diego Acuna, Jake Williams, Deb Johnson, Jeremy Curtis, and Aaron Hall rounds out to your field tonight here from Las Vegas. All the drivers get on track. Looks like we're waiting on 3 more guys further back, but matter. Waiting on Lane Sanders in the 83 machine to get his virtual machine. Get ready to go 50 laps here, green, Las Vegas. Hey, I'm excited to see you race next race, Chase. Enjoy your time with your friends and family. We're excited for race 2. Obviously, 110 horsepower next gen at Talladega. These are riders roaring down the back stretch. First time. Take a look at your race weather. 89 degrees. Track temp 101 degrees. Blue skies. No wind. No humidity. Very dry. Hot, slick track out here for Las Vegas. We'll see the pace car take a hard left turn on the pit road. It'll be a Chevy Front Rows. It'll be the 6 of Gavin Austin, the 88 of Hunter East. We get ready to go green here. 50 laps here from Las Vegas. And the flag over the bar near the flagman. We're getting ready to go 50 laps here from Las Vegas. We're green. To stride, give it to Gavin Austin. He leads lap 1. Tyler Reif, hard to be aggressive. You're going to look underneath the 6 of Gavin Austin, trying to make the move for the lead. Down with the huge run off the top, though. Going to keep it. Sideways to 39. Jackson Connell. He'll spin it down the back stretch here. Single car spin. We'll keep it green, though. Go back up here to the ballot for the lead. Gavin Austin trying to get away from the rest of the field. Trying to get this crowd spread out a little bit. I'm unsure if it is that 110 horsepower that we can use on every car here, but interesting to see how people decide to play this out. Everybody mostly single file. We see some battling further back. Marty Shamela. Underneath the 58 machine. God. Eric Gonzalez. Oh, Marty a little bit loose on the bottom. Now allow the 58 to get a run off the top. Remember, this track, 101 degrees, very slick. Gavin Austin's starting to pull away. I know he puts a lot of time to practice into these things, so not really surprised to see him out here leading early. And Tyler Ride, no introduction needed. Oh, races in Arkansas R Series, I believe, and gonna be quick. Obviously, knows what he's doing here behind the wheel of these race cars. Down our back, Hunter East holding on to P3. Cameron Bass, Wyatt Thompson. Back there, and they're battling further on back. The 58. Gonzalez, Josh Kenyon. Looking underneath there in that number 1 UNOH machine. Got the one up top there. I think that's Loonsberry. And that's Miranda Rose up there on the top side. Our timing and scoring is a little broken right now. I'm gonna wait until if we get a caution to reset ATDO here and get it back up here. Be a big shove to the back of Rose there, putting the 81 of Loonsberry. Oh, Rose up at the outside wall. Loonsberry already up there. The stop side is gonna be huge run off the corner. Probably try to get underneath this one machine. This is really, really loose. Back up front though. 13's gonna try to take the race lead away from Gavin Austin as he drives it down there on the bottom. Gonna try to get clear of the 6. The 6 really upset there out of turn 4. I'm gonna try to get underneath there on the apron. Gonna try to make it side by side going back into turn 1. I'm gonna try to pinch the 6 down here in the 1 and 2, trying to cut off, use that side force to get that 6 upset. Tyler Reif up into the outside wall, contact with Gavin Austin down the backstretch. Little side by side through Tui and Posey. Both these guys leaning on each other here. Tyler Reif still on that top side. Gavin Austin trying to make this bottom work. Reif will go up there a little bit higher down here in the 1 and 2. Get a good run down the backstretch. Gavin Austin will not be able to clear. You'll see the 13 with a huge run off the corner down here. Once the backstretch again, he should be able to clear the 6 if he wants to. Wow! What a move to get down in front of the 6. Gavin Austin will now move up to the top side. He'll get a run out of 3 and 4. Try to make him move back here towards this 13 machine. Gavin Austin making another look here at the quarter panel. Trying to get that 13 air loose. Not going to work though. That dirty air starting to come to effect here for the 6 machine. Different battles further on back. Looks like maybe a P13 position battle. Focus in. Oh! Up at an outside wall. dead green this far. Wilkerson trying to drive way back in the field on the inside of qualifying lap. He is super, super loose. Looks like he's got quite a bit of damage on that car as well. And up here to Mosteller. Like he's got a lot of damage as well. He misses in some type of incident with the back of the field here. Fortunate. Look at this 88 machine. East making a point here. Starting to see some of these guys who saved their tires a little bit better. No contact. Gavin Austin. Tyler Reif. Sliding it down the grass here. Trying to keep it going straight up the track. That needs to be a caution. That also needs to be a caution. What are we doing? Race control. Need to get on that. Back up to the front. Hunter East takes the point. Car stopped in the middle of the track. Would have given us an opportunity to put our graphics, but that's what it is. East, Thompson, Gavin Austin, Cameron Pace up here coming to the top four. Like we said before, some of these guys, caution now. We'll have to figure out what for. I'm not going to know what for actually, so we'll close out ATBO real quick and start it. Maybe see with the replays here, find out what potentially happened here. Regardless, go back live here from Vegas. Aaron Hall back there taking that fast repair. That 13 Tracker Boats machine. Back up towards the front. Wyatt Thompson. Good race off pit road. So it'll be Wyatt Thompson. That'll lead us back to green. Hunter East in 88. Gavin Austin, Cameron Face. Eric Gonzalez back there. 85 Hot Wheels machine. That 58 machine. It's a good run for him at the start of this race. And it's going to be interesting to see. You know, we had that 18 lap run to see how tires are going to work, how they're going to figure themselves out. Now it's just a matter of the fact of when do you push now in this run? You see lights off on the pace car, which means we'll be going green this time by. Once again, it'll be Wyatt Thompson, Connor East, Hunter Pace, Gavin Austin, your fast four. Take the hard left turn down Pitt Road. Be a Chevy front row. Chevy lockout for that fast four actually is the 77 back into the restart zone. I think it's back to green here from Vegas. Hard defending out 2-3 wide here to start this first lap. Gavin Austin already be aggressive. Trying to take away that track position that he lost there. To bring the stuff up on that first run. Cameron Pace going to make it 3, forcing Gavin to jump up to that top side. Be the 80 versus the 6 here. Down here in the 3 and 4. Here comes Josh Kenyon. Going to use that top side as well. Get behind the 6 of Gavin Austin. Going to try to push him down this front stretch. Get Gavin Austin back clear now side by side for that P5 position. Be Josh Kenyon. Josh was great for the spot. On up. Battle still continues for this race lead. Wyatt Thompson holding on, but he's got a earful of this 88 and this 6 of Gavin Austin, filling up both lanes. Down with him and use this. He's probably going to dive it down to the bottom here in the 3 and 4. Reckon in the back, that's the 87 of Mosteller. Mosteller somehow saves that thing. You'll see 2 HVTV cars in the same vicinity of each other. Most Kingsley, but a little bit farther off this front pack. Most and Wilkinson will have to try to drive their way back to the front. Like Wilkinson came down and used that fast repair to get this car back going again. Grayson currently outside the top 10, trying to chase down Marty Shamela back there in the 10th place spot. Have Diego Acuna up here inside the top 10. Really good run for him in that new HVTV car. Douglas Newbiggie back up here inside the top 10 as well. Oh, contacted the front. Hunter East, my apologies. Oh, Josh Kenyon, the bumper to the 88. He's going to sack up this whole back part of the field here. The 88 trying to get back going. Really not a whole lot of damage considering what just happened to Hunter there in that 88 machine. Going to try to keep it back going. He's shown a lot of pace this race. Needs to keep going, keep up the hard work. I mean, he's got a little bit of front end damage, but I don't think it's enough that at least going to affect the car right now. But once again, here comes the 58. Eric Gonzalez trying to make a move here, trying to get around this. It's a little bit damaged 88 machine after contact with the outside wall and contact from the front bumper of that number 1 machine right in front of him of Josh Kenyon. Gavin Austin going out through a little bit of a gap here, almost half a second back to the drivers behind him. Ryan Thompson trying to pursue. Well as Cameron Pace, a little bit of a gap back to the other cars. Here comes Josh Kenyon back up here in the P4 position. side by side further on back. Trying to take advantage of the 88 after he has that damage. It cannot be driving as good as it used to be. The 58 using up the 88 here. Going down here in the 1 and 2, trying to overside 88. Go up into the wall, but here comes Doug Newbegin. Bottom of 3. Trying to make that bottom line stick. Not going to be able to work. Seal fall back in line. Here comes Andres Suarez. Diego Acuna. Going to make a move here on the 88. Grace is ran. Oh, up into the outside wall. There goes the 84. Oh, man. Such a good run for him. To go up and smoke here with just 20 to go. They needed a miracle to get him back up towards the front. Doug putting the pressure on the 58. Here's that top side. Get a huge run down the front stretch. And to get side by side with that 58. He's going to try to crossover here down the front stretch. Doug going to use that apron to get side by side. Going to even try to clear. You're going into 1 and 2. Going to have to slide it down there. Down here on this bottom side. You might even get a 2 for 1 as Josh Kenyon's still up on top. And Doug's a dirt racer, and that slide job is something that is just embedded into his DNA. Making sure that he can get that car to the bottom, try to slide up here, but that 58, Gonzalez not letting him have it easy. To go. Gavin Austin has some company. Wyatt Thompson. He's not bomb side. Going to try to slide up. Not quite. Going to be a little bit of contact between the two leaders. Side by side down the backstretch. Contact. 77 up into the outside wall. You're going to take Gavin Austin with them. Caution will wave. Whoa. Carter Kingsley almost back. I think Gavin's not happy with someone. We do allow some contact, we do allow some beating and banging under caution, but you cannot involve another driver. You get someone else involved, you park for the night. So Gavin's got to be careful about what he wants to do here. Gavin tried. Take a swipe at him. He's waiting on him. A little brake check, okay. I think that's the end of that. Wyatt brake check into 6. Okay. We have some proper beef here. Cars coming down pit road here. Gavin cannot spin him down pit road either, so he's got to be careful. Oh, that said, Cameron Pace will actually lead us down pit road here. And he's put him down pit road. I mean, technically that's supposed to be an EOL, so I'm interested to see whether that sticks. The rules was you cannot involve another driver. You can beat and bang as much as you want. Do not involve other drivers and do not spin them down pit road. So it's not my discretion, though. But I did make the rules, so I'm not going to be the guy who gives Gavin the EOL, but he should have it. Because obviously spinning someone down the pit road, you could easily put someone in a bad spot. So Gavin Austin will come out P2, though. It looks like he will use that fast repair early here. 18 to go. Like they'll let Gavin keep his spot for now. So get ready to go 1 to green. Some drivers have called it night early. Tyler Reif, Norian Davis, Shane Ferguson, Marcus Smaldon have packed up those cars. Last driver on track right now. Currently 7 laps down. Is both still in the pits, but Aaron Hall down pit road there in 24th. Ortiz back there in 23rd. The last car on the lead lap. So the lights are off on the pace car. They take gold now here from Las Vegas. Cameron Pace, Gavin Austin, Josh Kenyon, Doug Newbegin, Chevy, fast 4. We get ready to go green here. 16 laps to go from Las Vegas. Pace, Kenyon takes the top 2 spots. Gavin Austin will drop back to P3. Wrecking in the back. Like, close to them to save it. We'll stay green. Pace, Kenyon, Austin now first 3. Dulles bounding out for P4. Back there with Douglas Newbegin. See Marcelli up here inside the top 5 now. Most has made his way up here toward the front with 15 to go. And this is something that Most always does, right? He'll hang in the back. He'll make sure that he's got the car to go. And when he needs to go, he'll go. He'll save his stuff. He will just follow him through. Gavin Austin takes that P2 spot. Josh Kenyon, the bumper to the back of the 6. That's allowed the 58 to Gonzalez. He can move on to 1. Maybe make a move on to 43. Wilkerson had to check up for that as well. Wilkerson with the one off the top here. Could have a better run corner than that 58 on that bomb side. They're still side by side. 55 position. Eric Gonzalez. Jacob Wilkerson. And with another good run, he'll clear the 58. Most will follow that OD3 on the top side. No offense to Josh, but I'm very impressed with his pace tonight. They're inside the top 5 all race. Really, really strong race for Josh. You know, he's raced with us a couple of times now here after dark and hasn't really shown race-winning pace, but you know, up here, P3 on pace, obviously getting ran down by Wilkerson now, but showing a really strong race here as we approach 10 to go. Gavin Austin trying to run down the 80 with Cameron Pace. Cameron Pace saved some stuff while those guys were battling back. Or does he have anything left in the tank? You know, Gavin has been the guy who was always using up his stuff to get back to the front and then put out to the defend. Got to hold these guys back. But maybe the rules have been reversed. It looks like Gavin has a little bit more pace in this 80 machine now. Also that, Josh Kenyon, I feel like is holding up that 43 just a little bit. I feel like if anybody's going to go up there and try to drive through the field, the race for this win, it might be this 43 of Wilkerson. Wilkerson is really quick here in these O'Reilly machines. He used his top side to get side by side with Kenyon. A good corner like that. He might actually get clear of Josh here going in the curve. Gavin Austin had a look at the 80. They're running the top here. Look at that 80 just roll through the center there. Gavin will have a run off the exit though. A little bit of dirty air through the 6. Going to try to make another run here with 7 to go. Here comes Wilkerson in that 3rd place position. Gavin Austin into the quarter again. He's going to be there side by side down the backstretch. Wilkerson was waiting in the wings, watching these two battle it out here. Contact between the 80 and the 6. Cameron has to lift to give him the spot. Wilkerson cannot play around with this 80 for too long. He wants the shot to get back to Gavin Austin. Wilkerson, a huge run off the corner here. You get the draft from Gavin Austin to be able to clear here into turn 3. Here comes Moss. Stellar up into the P4 position now. Gavin Austin with 5 to go. David and Goliath. Stellar in the back there. Obviously very, very decorated driver here on this end. Jacob Wilkerson in pursuit. Now he's going after the Coke Series this season. In the road to pro or road to contender, whatever you want to call it. Gavin Austin trying to hold these two off. Closer and closer in as these laps count down. 4 to go. Going to 3 to go as we get ready to go into 3 and 4. And using that higher line, just trying to put some clean air on that nose, but within 2 tenths. We'll drop it down within a 10th here of this 6 machine. Look at this huge run by Wilkerson. He's going to get to the bottom of Gavin Austin here, going into 1 and 2. And with the heave down here in the 3 and 4, Cameron Pace, here comes Doug Newbiggie, trying to make a late race move here. But right now, I think with them battling out, it's going to allow Wilkerson, Gavin Austin to battle it out here for the win. Because now Wilkerson will drive it down here in the 1 and 2 on the bottom. Gavin with the run off the top. It's going to be hard to make the pass here on the top side, but Gavin knows to protect this top lane. If he even thinks to give the top side to Wilkerson, he's going to take it. With the drive down here in the 3 and 4 again. Right at the back bumper of the 6. Really upset there. As we hit the white flag, it's going to be Wilkerson and Gavin Austin. Who's going to take you here for race 1? Wilkerson at the quarter. Trying to side draft this 6 back. They're going to be side by side going down the backstretch. Wilkerson's going to have to drive it in here. Yes, he will. Gavin Austin with the run off the top side. Contact between the 2 drivers. Wilkerson, Austin at the line. I'm not gonna be able to call that. Give it to Gavin Austin. Give it to Wilkerson. 400ths of a second. I'll say this: these drivers continue to put on phenomenal finishes here. These hostes. Coming in the 3 and 4 for the final time. Contact between the two drivers at the line here by that much. Jacob Wilkerson gets the win here from Las Vegas. A photo finish once again between Gavin Austin and another driver. But he'll come home just short for race one. Wilkerson up in here as he gets it done here. Race one at Las Vegas. Hey Jacob, it's Christian up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, first of all, congratulations on that win. 14/100ths of a second over Gavin Austin. Obviously, you had to drive away through the field there early in the race. You got caught up in the calamity with you and Mose, and had to take that faster pair. Drove your way through the field, and on the final lap, finally got to that quarter of the six of Gavin Austin, and just beating and banging at the line there, but finally got it done there. Just walk us through that race.
Yeah, that race was pretty fun, other than I got wrecked on lap 15, somewhere around there. So I had to take my faster pair early and decided to drive through the field again. Uh, Clean air and was definitely a factor in this race. Gavin, he was doing pretty good there, trying to defend for the win there, but I finally got to his inside on the backstretch and was able to side draft him going into 3. And I just kept it pinned on the white line and was able to get my nose out in front and beat him to the line.
And once again, another photo finish here in the hosted lobbies tonight. And obviously, we look into next race. Next gens with the new horsepower. I don't know. Have you tried the new next gen at like these super speedways yet?
I have not yet, so this is going to be all new to me.
Yeah. So we did a test. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? It was me, Mose, and a couple of guys. And yeah, it's definitely the racing's a lot different. Temps are going to be definitely something to look at. But yeah, the racing is super fun. The runs are super big. So I'm really excited to see how that races next race here. But once again, Jacob, congratulations on another win here in these hosted lobbies. Before we let you go, anybody you want to thank, shout out, or anything?
Yeah, I want to appreciate you for broadcasting along with uh you, Christian, Demos, and I guess Gavin for all putting these lobbies together, and everyone that shows up for these races just to have a good time and have fun. Uh, and yeah.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Jacob. But congratulations again on another win. Hopefully we can see you up here racing up front there next race at Talladega.
Thank you.
Jacob Wilkerson gets it done here from Talladega, and just like that, we will pull up the thumb. And we are working with some people, hopefully in the future, get some, some type of cool intro stuff to get us from point A to point B. But now we're just gonna have to use the thumbnail as we load into the next race. But just like that, we are getting ready to load into the next race as we get ready to go. Next gens from Talladega here. Obviously, for people that are new to well, that aren't new but haven't heard, iRacing added an element for every car in the sim that you can actually bump the horsepower up to 110% where it wouldn't normally go. So, um, for any car, you can do it to the ARCA car, a rally car, next gen truck, uh, late model stock, the whatever. Right? At least on the NASCAR side, I'm not sure how much these drivers are going to I don't know when it comes to the roadside, like how much that is, because I know with IMSA and WEC and all that kind of stuff, I'm not allowed to say WEC with that's associated with iRacing, but like IMSA and IndyCar and stuff, I'm not sure because I know there's like a lot of BOP stuff and everything that has to do with that. But at least on the oval side of things, you can increase that horsepower, which I think is really cool. And that I thought, it's something that you're not doing in real life. And iRacing said, you know what? Let's hand the keys over to our to the community, and if they want to bump up the horsepower for some different cool stuff, you can, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a simulator, right? And we have the ability, and iRacing has the ability to give us as many features as they want. It's just up to them whether they want to hand it out, right? Obviously, you think back of when the Gen 4 car initially first came out, it was due to an accident. Someone accidentally leaked. Well, I wouldn't even say leaked, but accidentally put like 9,000 horse, like revved up the ARCA car to where you can rev it up to 9,000 RPM, and it drove kind of similar to like what we'd expect the Gen 4 to kind of race like, and everybody loved it, right? It was an accident, and we got the Gen 4 because of it, just because someone accidentally increased the horsepower on the ARCA car, right? Um, and obviously now we have the official Gen 4 cars with the Chevy SS, I mean the Chevy Monte Carlo and the Ford Taurus in the sim now. But um, that just shows right now that iRacing has the ability to give us the tools in the shed, and I'm super grateful that iRacing just kind of gave us this little kind of this Play-Doh in a way to play with and allow us to mess with it and try out these things. Obviously, 110 horsepower. I think we're going to be doing about 750 horsepower now at the super speedways, which is going to be super cool in my opinion. I'm really excited. We did some testing in off camera. Me, um, Mosteller, I think Reyes Fares was a part of that, and just some random other people who tested it out to see how it drove, and it definitely drove pretty cool and pretty interesting. And I'm excited to see how this all comes to be. But we're waiting on the session to go up here, and we'll get ready to hop into um next session. Next session up, you'll be looking under Daniel Mosteller here in the hosted session. It should be called just HVTV After Dark. You can even just look for that. Search for HVTV After Dark, and you should be able to pull that. It'll be under Daniel M. Mosteller. No password, no nothing. Everybody, feel free to come and join in and just have a good time. But for everybody watching at home, I hope everybody has had a great Saturday. Obviously, we just broadcasted the ISNF Cup Series as they had a really good finish at the end there between Will Austin and Jason Steptoe as the 2311 machine almost got his first win in the season, but Will Austin was able to hold on there to get his first win. Obviously, we just watched the Xfinity race. The end of the Xfinity race is Connor Zilic gets his first win of the season there. Part time with Junior Motorsports in that one machine. I feel really bad for Brent Cruz, honestly. I thought he had a chance to win there. Unfortunately, just made a little mistake and gonna be out of his hands now. But we're ready to go. Backside here, just pulling up our timing and scoring. We have to reset our timing and scoring every time we load into a new session. So going to take a little bit of time to get ATVO pulled back up and get ready to go. I believe they probably gave these guys, what, 10 minutes of practice, 15 minutes of practice. So, um, yeah, I wish we had a little bit more, a little less time waiting, but obviously we need to get on these drivers to get into the session here. As we are now trackside here for Talladega Super Speedway here in Lincoln, Alabama. Track I've had the pleasure to go to myself. Me and a lot of the NR9 America guys, have come here the last 2 years in Hampton and Enfield, and I've had such a great time. Got to meet some friends that I've got to know for a long time. The likes of Riker Byram, John Ramos, obviously, the man himself, Jeffrey Chatsky, Carter Kingsley, Frank DeAngelis, Dominic Barbagallo, and lots of others. Braden Movick. So ready to go trackside here from Talladega. Just 14 minutes. You see on your top left of your screen, left practice. Just still waiting on some people to file in and get ready to go green. Right on board with some of your drivers here, ready to go. Contact. Machines right here. 44, the 8, and the 80. Oh. Say hello to the live chat. Obviously, hello to Chase Ingram, Josh Kinnan, Aaron Hall, my Will DC'd. And they killed me into the last race. Gonna hope. Yeah. Well, let's hope, Arn. Love to see you racing with us. I'm glad that you've taken to the sim really well. Obviously, Aaron hasn't been racing a whole lot on the sim, but glad that he's having a good time racing with us here on Saturday nights. We're back as practice. Round down, you see some really aggressive practicing, if you want to call it that. You got an Austin off the bumper of Daniel Monsteller. Oopsie. Maybe like your favorite four rider in a bunch here. Omar Mosteller, Mavic, and Carter Kingsley. I mean, he's got to win here in the early sets of this series. So maybe dark horse favorite to win here from Talladega. You ready to go to the qualifying? Interested to seeing at times we're gonna have here, all right? Bruno coming out of pit road. Like he might be doing the cheese. Will not be doing the cheese. We'll be parking the car. Carter Kingsley out on track. Down here on the bottom for the first time. He thinks it's first lap, which is interesting. So maybe he was told that it was first lap. I'm not sure. Carter's treating it like it's a first lap quali, so. See what he runs here. That Culver's machine sealed to the ground here for qualifying. Because the apron, he does. Back up on track. 52.29. Not bad. Braden Mova got on track. Like he might be trying to do second lap here. We'll see if this is quicker or not. And now Mavic. Find this 42 here. Yeah, that first lap did not count. Right now, currently top of the board, Gavin Austin once again. Show your fastest drivers right now. Braden under 3 and 4. He does not cut the apron. Omar top of the boards, 52.2. And Mavic across the line. E11, 52.29. Okay, well. Can't win them all, I guess. Mose. Across the line. 9. Dorian Davis across the line. P16. Wow. Trudeau across the line. '26. Jake, I don't think he's gonna have enough time in the 77 machine. If he wanted to go, he should have gone a while ago. Donskoy up to P8. Glad to see Yaroslav here on the track. 7 machine. Speaking of Davis, we've seen him some runs with him. But Jake, he's definitely not gonna have enough time to set a lap. This is like a warm-up lap. He's 29 seconds off the full lap, so yeah, 123.5. That's what a flyer lap by the 77 machine. You see 12 seconds left in qualifying. Not gonna be enough to get back to the line. James Bowmore, Gavin Austin, you top row. Front row here. Start race 2. Go ahead and talk to Braden Movick. Braden, is Christian up in the booth? Got a copy?
How's it going?
Oh, new kind of car, right? 110 horsepower. You got to do a little bit of practice. How's it feel?
Oh my god, it's so much more fun than the normal one. You actually get runs. You're not gridlocked 2x2. It's so much better.
It definitely looked like a lot more fun. Obviously, me and Most did a test earlier. Well, I know kind of how it runs, but it was a 4-car pack. You talk about the big runs. Can you still continue to get those big runs even with those? You know, I mean, when we saw those pit parties, it was like what, 6, 7, 8 cars. Are the runs still pretty big even in the small pack? They
are massive. Like I'm going 204, like when I'm connected to someone in draft, and that's just with 8 cars. I'm excited to see what it's going to be with, you know, what did we got? Like over 30. I think it's gonna be insane.
Cars.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane. And man, this adding 10% horsepower is gonna be a game changer to make a lot more things a lot more fun. So I'm really excited to, you know, try testing new things out every week here, like hosted sessions and stuff. I would love to test the Gen 6 package with the increased horsepower. I think we'd be going 212 at least on a tandem.
Oh yeah, we already have some things written down. We want to try the Gen 6. We want to try the Arca at a mile and a half, because I've been told they kind of drive 2015-ish, and I really want to see that. So yeah, I'm super excited about the updated horsepower package thing that they added, and continue to look forward to see what we can test and update and stuff.
Yeah, I would also just love to see a Gen 6 race with the low downforce. I don't know, maybe like a Darlington or like a Bristol or something. I think Bristol could be greatly improved with this 10% power increase than normal. I think it would definitely increase the passing for iRacing Bristol. And yeah, I think definitely like Daytona or Talladega, Darlington and Bristol are the 4 tracks I want to see with the 10 increased horsepower the most.
We'll definitely have that written down in the keynotes. And for anybody in the chat or anybody watching, man, feel free to, you know, write down car track comments you want to see. I mean, we're kind of an open book here. We're not going to really say no to a whole lot. We're here to have fun. So, but in order to go Green Brain, obviously, I don't even have to ask you how you're going to drive this race. So we'll wish you good luck, and hopefully we'll see you in victory lane.
Hopefully, go Dua Lipa.
Braden, we love talking to Braden up here in the booth, and yeah, we know Braden's going to be aggressive to get to the front, and oh man, thank you for the follow, Braden. I appreciate it on Twitch. I appreciate it, man. I mean, I'm glad to say that I can call Braden a friend. You know, we've grown closer, you know, through the coming years. You know, we got to meet at Talladega for the first time. Everything else, and it was so But 30 laps here from Talladega. Once again, we'll take a look at your race weather. Coming into this race, 80-degree air temp, 90 to 4 degrees on the track temp. I don't think that's going to affect Talladega as much as you would think when it comes to racing-wise. Obviously, it's a super speedway. We expect it to not really change a whole lot, but still, 94 degrees, pretty slick, pretty hot track temp. 61-degree humidity, so pretty humid out here in Lincoln, Alabama, with little no wind. Clear skies here from Talladega. So I'm really interested to see how this package works, how the runs work, how everything else works. You know, Braden kind of put it up to a T. I'm very, very excited to see how this goes. But lights are off on the pace car. Lights are back on the pace car, actually. I actually saw most still off here, and then everything's okay. So we will get the one to go here now. Go through, I guess, maybe your top 10 here. Your starting lineup here. All day pace. So Bomar Austin, Colin Muth. I remember seeing him in a couple of races here in that Micro Center machine. Josh Kenyon in the 27, another good qualifying effort for him. Chase Ingram, Wyatt Thompson, Lucas Compson, Lorenz. Glad to see some new drivers here racing with us. Obviously, Yaroslav Donskoy in our regular. Daniel Mostella, Carter Kingsley, Marty Shamila, Braden Mubik, top 12. Cameron Face, Jane McGowan, Connor Downey, Kendorian Davis, Zachary Renke, Aaron Hall, your top 18 and run out the top 20. Patrick Connell, Miranda Rose. Continue to look through the rest of the rows here. We get ready to go. Green new. Talladega. Zachary Walker rounding out the field tonight. But 30 laps here. It should be a pretty short race here. A little sprint race here. We just really wanted to see how this new updated horsepower is going to race here. And I'd rather here on the network, you know, for me who's broadcasting races here, who, you know, is kind of the CEO in charge of these races. I really would rather just like to see, you know, little short sprint races that forces these drivers to race hard, race aggressive the whole race. There's no lane back and saving tires. There's nothing like that. Just hard racing, flag the flag, and that's what we want to see. Just hard, good racing from all these drivers trying to get up to the front. So it's going to be interesting to see how these 43 drivers are going to navigate this beast of it. Talladega super speedway, but see right now, pace car off. We'll go ahead. And they race back over the bar near the flagman. We're about to go ready to go 30 laps here for race 2 here from Talladega. Josh Kenyon being aggressive to get up towards the front here. He's going to lead that bomb side. Help from James Beaumont in the 20 machine. Captain Austin spearheading that middle lane. Help from the 77. Wyatt Thompson. See the 67. Soft down score. Help from Braden Mubik. I don't think I'd ever get to say that while calling race here. Braden Mubik helping Don score. Trying to get him up to the front. Captain Austin. I mean, he's wrecking in the back, big. Caution will wave. Huge wreck in the back. Going to caution really early here. I'll have to take a look and see what happened. I think Alexander Ortega got caught in this. We'll see if he can show us maybe what happened. Lost someone in. We're forward wide back here. We're almost 5 wide back there, so I think I started with Chase Ingram. Chase just minding his P's and Q's on the bottom side there. He goes from three wide, back to 4 wide, almost. Yeah, 4 wide. And they were trying to look 5 wide there. You see the 9 car. I don't know. I'm unsure of who that is. Into the side of the 177. Matthew Skelton. I believe that's how you say that. Just nowhere to go for a lot of these guys in the back. We cautioned out early here on lap 3, and I expect the same thing to happen. I mean, we got well over 40 cars, 30 cars racing the field tonight. Like some people decide not to the grid tonight. It looks like Jake Box laps down. Everybody else, Alexander, literally the whole field decided to show up and race tonight. And something, you know, I brought up to, you know, some of the guys who are helping me run this is we're going to open it up to, I wanted to open it up to 60 drivers and have the top 40 make it in, because I can't really, my PC, I'll say it chugs when it comes to getting 40, you know, I would say 30 plus cars. We do have a new CPU and motherboard sitting and waiting. I just need to get those put in. And, you know, honestly, if you're asking me, I need help putting them in. I don't trust myself enough to tweak with this rig without, you know, some help. Because if I mess something up, then there's no more broadcast, right? And then I don't have any money to help pay the bills. And honestly, I don't trust myself to put in, you know, a new motherboard and CPU and stuff, because I'm going to have to transfer everything into a new case as well. Just because the PC that runs the broadcast here on the HVTV was originally a pre-built. Now we have put a new graphics card in there. We have put more RAM in there. And we have put a new power supply into this PC. But when it comes to motherboard and CPU, that's when it kind of becomes a little bit more tricky when it comes to swapping stuff out, because a lot of the times the motherboards that these pre-builts come with, they don't really like to be swapped in and out, and they don't, and all that stuff. Like the motherboard that comes with the pre-build, for the most part, should stay in that pre-build. So yeah, I know the frame rate's a little bit bad, Michael. Like that's what I said. We have a new CPU. We just recently purchased the Ryzen 7 7800X3D with a new motherboard. Hopefully that should help with frame rates and stuff like that. But honestly, I just do not. I do not trust myself to put together the PC properly. So being completely transparent. If you guys are interested in wanting to join the HVTV community, the Discord, we do have a link down in the description down below. If you're not in the Discord server, I highly suggest you join. You know, a lot of fun people, a lot of fun stuff going on there, and always someone to probably, you know, connect with or hang out with or whatever. Whether it's me or Demos, Gavin, Austin, whoever it is. Yeah, so I have the Ryzen 7 7800X3D right now, Mike. I just and I bought a new motherboard with it because my motherboard isn't an AM5 CPU motherboard or whatever you want to call it. So I have the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, and I have a RX 6700 XT. So the CPU is what's bottlenecking stuff, I think, a lot. I just recently upgraded to 32 gigs of RAM, so I just need to transfer everything into the new case and everything else. I just really do not trust myself to put together a PC. I have put together the desktop PC that I do some other stuff on with, and it has so many issues that, and I don't want me messing something up to interfere with the broadcast or anything else like that, because this is all, you know, we've worked for and everything else. So Yeah. It's funny. It's a funny thing. It's a funny thing. You know, I bought my 32 gigs of RAM. I found a listing for 32 gigs of G Skill RAM or whatever. $75 on Facebook Marketplace. So I took like the 2.5 hour drive, and I drove down there and and got that RAM as soon as I could. $75 for 32 gigs of RAM. I was like, you cannot beat that. So you see the pace car down pit road. Gavin Austin, Josh Kenyon, back into the restart zone. Go back green here from Talladega. Yeah, $75. Isn't that crazy? No, so it's funny that when I bought the RAM, I said like I drove down here as soon as I saw the listing, and he just said, hey, that's what I bought it. That's how much I bought it for when I bought the RAM initially, and I'm not gonna like mark someone up just because of how the prices are. Like, that's how much I paid for it. I'm just trying to sell it off because I don't have it. So, you know, that guy who I bought it from is a G, dude. He said this is how much I paid for it when I bought it back a couple of years ago. I'm just gonna sell it for that same amount. I don't care that RAM prices are elevated. I'm not gonna like scam someone just because RAM prices are up. So, which is really cool. I mean, you gotta respect the hustle. So, because he was very well. He was very aware that he could have like marked them up for like $250, $300 or something like that. But he didn't. So. Brandon Mavick takes your race lead. One more back to MP2. I think that's Downey. Wow, did we get a big wreck in the back? I think there was a huge wreck in the back. And no caution. There goes the caution. What happened back here in the back? Here we go. Get in the back here. Now, we do apologize about the frame rate. This is borderline embarrassing for me as well, so. Oh my god, a huge hit. To that inside wall. Him and the 44. Massive hits. Holy crap. Yeah, 275 for what'd you say? It was a 960 XT. That's not bad. Yeah, my GPU is a little old with the 6700 XT, but it does the job. I'll take a look at my control panel here for you guys real quick. So technically my GPU is kind of sitting around that 89 to 95% mark, and it's only because I'm using my GPU to encode the stream. Just because my CPU, just by itself, is already at 61% with just iRacing, right? Well, ideally, when I install this new CPU, I can encode, even if I need to, I guess I could encode iRacing and the stream, and just leave my graphics card just to encode iRacing, so the stuttering goes away. So yeah, I mean, I never have any issues, but we have what 40 cars on track, so just a lot for any PC to handle. So right now I'm sitting around 60, literally just capped right there at 60% memory. I could probably slow that down a little bit. 59% CPU usage, about 90 to 92% GPU usage, and once again, I'm also encoding with the stream with my GPU right now. So I'm probably using more than 92 because I don't know why, for some odd reason, when I put in this new GPU, iRacing doesn't detect anything when it comes to the GPU usage. So I don't know. Like right now, iRacing is only using about 30 to 35% of my CPU. So once I get that CPU put in, I think that I can encode the stream with the with the 7800X3D and just put everything onto the GPU for when it comes to iRacing. So because it's already showing 83%, like I would say 80 to 95%. Just with OBS, not including iRacing. So I feel like that might be a big reason why iRacing is starting to struggle a little bit. It's because there's not enough space on my GPU to do both. So oh yeah, so I don't have any clipping software enabled on my graphics card, like with the AMD software or whatever, the Radeon. I don't have any of that, and literally the only thing I have on is ATVO, iRacing, and Discord, and Opera GX. But I do have it to where Opera GX has a hard CPU and a hard RAM limit. So I make sure that they don't exceed maybe like no more than 10% of my CPU and RAM. I just think it's a GPU thing, just because I'm encoding and what am I saying? And running the sim on the card. So yeah, it's not like I have Spotify or any of that stuff running in the back. I even turn off like Sim Hub and everything when I broadcast here, just to make sure everything is there's literally nothing that could be, you know, bottlenecking or anything like that. So how much is Discord taking up? Probably too much. Right now it's only taking up about, not really anything, just because I'm sitting on a call by myself, but about 4% memory, just not even any. It's like sipping CPU. It's not even that bad. So if I get into a call with other people, it tends to uptick a little bit more. So but right now we're sipping power with Discord right now. But pace car's off. Getting ready to go here. Was it 19 to go? Brain Movic, Chris, Connor, Downey, Marty, Shamila, Alexander Ortega. Back to green. Mavic. Oh, a huge block to Shamela. Shamela forced to kind of get into a line here. He's going to pick up Mo. He's going to pick up Kingsley. He's going to pick up Acuna. Top bottom 4. Oh, Wreck It in the back again. Gavin Austin. Yeah, huge wreck in the back. I don't know if they're going to call that. And caution will not wave. But Alexander Ortega in that number 32 machine. I'm not used to him being a 32. You know, when I used to call the UIS Cup Series, he was a 40. So I'm making sure that the number right there. But Ortega, oh, Josh Kenyon is going to hook Marty Shamela. They're going to rack the big cup here in the front. Poor Marty. Marty's been a huge advocate for these TV after dark. Josh just being aggressive with the pushes. Down into the tri-oval. I think he got contact with the 32 and then shot him up the track. Right on board with the 42 of Mavic here. Alex hit the rear. Oh, he got hit in the rear as well. Man. Oh, man. Oil car's getting in the back of him there. Jeez. Like the one spot of the track that we can't see either. So, and caution will wave. That's kind of changed the whole complexity of this race. Carter Kingsley. I mean, not pit road, but was your race leader. Gavin Austin. Take the race lead. Oh, these guys coming down pit road. We're gonna look at this 55. He might be the guy to lead us out of pit road. With an extended stop. I think it might be Mavic. As they race off pit road. Braden. Oh, waiting on the pace car. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. It's gonna be Aiden Gold takes the race lead. So a lot of those guys, I think, they sped up to get around the pace car, get some damage fixed or something like that. The Braden will be probably asked to go to the back of the pack here. Yes, he will. Here comes Austin in the 2. Barry's back there in the 92. Glad to see Aladdin back here on the track. And so I mean, yeah, I don't. My CPU right now is a Ryzen 7 5800X, but I think it's just the cars. Honestly, I really do think it's having 30 plus cars on track is what's really killing it right now. So. I'm not very good at like optimizing stuff, so someone else is good at that, then you can hammer away at this PC, but back to green. Aiden Gold. Lead us back to green to start the second half of this race. Yeah, the next gen is just really demanding on the computer. I mean, we had what? The same amount of cars at Las Vegas, and we never had this much stuttering, so. Except when we had like all 40 cars in a big line there, so like on the starts. Dorian Davis to the outside. That 87 machine. He's gonna take your race lead away. Help from the 77 to Wyatt Thompson. Oh, the 77's gonna drop out of line here. So he's gonna have to block that bottom side. Hopefully the 58 of Eric Gonzalez in that number black machine. That black Ford Mustang is, oh, the 77. Super loose. Oh, there they go in the back. James Bomar. Going to midfield. Everybody, for the most part, kept it straight. That 27, though. Now the whole pack's kind of separated out here. Look at that. Braden Maverick up to the point. Maverick takes the race lead back here from Talladega. Oh, from Gavin Austin. Wrecking in the back again. Caution wave. The 84 potentially. Buddy Jamila. 8 also caught up, it looks like. With a huge hit to the inside wall, by the way. The 84 gets up into the 98, and nowhere to go for a lot of those. You see Aaron Hall in the back. Huge hit to the outside wall. Tough night for Aaron. That car is most likely toast. That's probably his night over. Tough luck for Aaron. I mean, I love to see him racing in here, but that kid cannot catch a break. Hi, Matthew. Braden Movick takes a hard left turn on Fair Road. don't see any damage to Burden. Carter Kingsley in the 4-shot all tore up. What was machine? Alden Contreras off pit road. I'm not sure why Braden's coming down pit road there, but 10 laps to go here from Talladega, the Andrew night. Hope everybody's had a good Saturday. But I hope everybody enjoyed, the racing tonight. Obviously, we had a great finish in the ISNF Cup Series. Really close battle between the 23 and the 3 machine for the win. And then, obviously, the O'Reilly race. You had Kyle Larson, Brent Cruz, and Connor Zillich battling out for the win there. Was it like a little 10-lap shootout? And tonight. And then coming into the first race, Gavin Austin, Wilkerson, 4/100ths of a second separated them in that first race there at Vegas. And then tonight, we're going to be having a 10-lap shootout here. Crown a winner here in race 2. Just like that, you'll see the pace car off once again, and it's going to be 10 laps to go here. Talladega is give it back to Gavin Austin. And Dorian Davis on the outside. We're back green. Got about 87 on the top side. Patrick Connell once again up here in the mix. Going to be that second car in line on that bomb side, but the top side not put together at all. Here comes the 36. Daniel Williamson. Gonna put a big shove to that 2 machine, but the top side rolling tough. You'll see Kendorian Davis clear. You'll see Patrick Connell clear. You'll see the 777 machine at Matthew Skilton clear. And you'll see Patrick Connell now. Oh, Gavin Austin thought about helping him out, but I need help from Josh Kenyon in that third lane. The leader spun off. Wrecking in the front. 2-car spin. I don't know if they're going to call that a caution. But Lucas Thompson Lorenz takes the lead here with 9 to go. Some new front runners. There's Renke, Lorenz, Tomlinson. Here comes Brandon Mubbick up here. He started dead last this race, and they're wrecking in the back. Huge. Huge wreck in the back. Gavin Austin involved. James Bomar. The 84. Wilkerson. Huge wreck. Look back and see what happened once again here on the HVTV replay. Harder, isn't it? Kendorian just pushing the 2 really hard. And I don't know if Gavin said, like, hey, we're there, check up. And he just ran in the back of the 2. And when the 2 ran in the back of the car in front, and it just kind of made it a huge accordion, the 77 got up into the 48. This looked like a lack of communication between the drivers. Like, most of the time you'll see, like, the driver like Gavin would say, like, hey, we're there. Like, check up, right? So that doesn't happen. But I don't think that message got given to the 77 of Thompson, and see them go around. Just like that, this race has gotten flipped on its head here. And we've had some new drivers who have made their first races here in HPTV. After Dark, Kane Gold, Matthew Skelton, Lucas Thompson Lorenz, top 3. Daniel Williamson, all, I believe that Aiden has ran a couple races here. But second through fourth, brand new to HVTV After Dark. Obviously, you have some particularly scattered throughout the field behind them. And, you know, Josh Kenyon, Brain Mavic, Wyatt Thompson, Cameron Face, Reyes, Chase Ingram, Cole Trudeau, Acuna back there in 84, Mosteller. See Logan York back there in 02. Gavin Austin obviously caught up in that wreck. He's going to be up in right around the back end of this top 20. So Carter Kingsley getting some of his laps back. That should put him back on the lead lap. So not over for the 55 yet. He tries to race his way back up to the pack here in this Culver's machine. Getting ready to go back green. Oh, I was not reading chat, Braden. I'm so sorry. I'm a bum. What the heck? Who is that? Who is that guy? Logan York. It wasn't my fault. It sure was. Yeah, he's gone. That gives Wilkerson a chance to get on the lead lap. Good for him, I guess. Like the 77 gets back in place there. Wyatt Thompson will restart 6th. Just like that, we're going to have a 5-lap shootout. Chevy Ford front row. It's going to be Lorenz versus Williams. Then Williamson, Lorenz, your front two. And it'll be Josh Kenyon, Zachary Renke, that number 22 machine. And then Braden Mavic. Wyatt Thompson gonna round out that top 6. Pace car will take the hard left turn on the pit road. In a 9, the 36, back to the restart zone, back green, 5 to go. Contact from the race leader, and he's going to go around. That's definitely not going to be a caution. Josh Canyon, Braden Bubbick are going to generate a huge run here on the bottom. And you already see the frame rate getting a little bit better with the reduced cars, so. Josh Kenyon on the bottom, the 36 of Williamson on the top. Bubbick on the bottom, helping that number 27 machine get to the front there. Josh Kenyon will take your race lead here going into 3. Nothing really working with that top side. It's going to be 77, help from Alabama Contreras. Here comes Braden Bubbick on the top side, help from Cameron Face in the 80 machine. A lot of damage to that number 80 machine, but going to still try to get out there and hope that 42 keep the race lead here. 42 drops back down. Cameron Face going to need help from that third lane. Give him a huge shove out front. Here comes a huge run from the top side. Here comes the 77, the 92, the 87, and the 2 of Gavin Austin running out that top lane. Be hard to beat this 42 machine. I'm going to say that right now. Back in the back. Bubbick, Kenyon, pulling Muth back there in the 27. A micro center machine. Ooh, some sketchy stuff back there. 5th in line there. I think that was the 87 of Kendorian Davis, baby. Here comes the stop side. Oh, wrecking in the back. 4 to go. The Gaussian wave. Gaussian will wave. The 92 of Contreras got caught up in that. Another 80. I think that was the 87. This is the difficult part of having everybody with custom numbers and stuff on here. It's hard to find drivers. What happens to this 87 here? Yeah, that 8, Marty Shamela. Bad push. Oh man, a huge hit. Who was that? The 80 of Cameron Face. Massive hit to the outside wall for Cameron. That'll be night over for him. Oh, he still has that fast repair, but he's gonna have to tow. Look at that. Look who's up. No, he's getting damage fixed. He's got to be getting damage fixed. Diego got me. He baited me right there. Getting some damage fixed. Braden Bubbick, your race leader. We should, yeah, we will be going into NASCAR overtime here. And I'm pretty sure we're given unlimited in my checkers here. Well, technically not unlimited. I think we technically have 15 in my checkers, so I'd hope that we don't have to use all of them. Lights are off on the pace car. We'll be doing some overtime racing here from Talladega. Pace car took the hard left turn on the pit road. It's going to be Mavic, Kenyon, Youth, and Wilkerson, your top four. Back inside the United Reynolds restart zone. Braden Mavic takes us back to green. Crossed in and left out the driver on that top side. Most left out the drive there on the top as well. Like he's going to get some help from Acuna. Going to need a lot more help to get that top side going there. Here comes the rest of the pack there. Like led by Carter Kingsley on that top side. Going to need a huge one though to get through here, but it's Mavic, Wilkerson, Kenyon, Youth. Aaron Golden that Golden in the 33 machine, I believe. We hit the white flag here. Talladega, we're going to get there. Only needing one green, white checkered. We're going to get the white flag here as Braden leads us. One to go here from Talladega. Some of the mute jumps out of line. He's going to get some help from Mosteller in the 87, a huge shove to that 27 machine. That top really stacked up pretty nice. Here comes Wilkerson. He's going to block the top. Now that middle lane. Wilkerson with a huge shot from the back of the 27. Wilkerson drops to the bottom. 27 going to push out that 42 of Mavic, my apologies. Now he's going to drop to the bottom. The two PCR drivers going to be tandeming on that top side. Does anything have anything for him? As we go through the tribal, to get to the line, does Demos do anything? Can he do anything? Mosteller? No. Yes. Mavic wins it. His first start of the race, I believe. His first start here in After Dark. Braden Mavic gets it from Talladega. Really hard racing throughout the whole field tonight, and obviously we had a lot of cautions, and I wish that didn't happen, but obviously I can't control what's going on here. But congratulations to Braden, his first win here in HVTV After Dark. Obviously in that iconic Lola Vice McDonald's machine. Gonna burn it down here on the tribal in front of you fans at home. It down here. Let's go ahead and talk to up in the booth. Braden, it's Christian up here in the booth. Again, you got a coffee?
Hell yeah, I do.
Well, first of all, congratulations. 1 for 1 here in HVTV After Dark. I guess you're the right person to talk to here in the pre-race. Obviously, I did not see the chat. I did not get to see the restart, but I did mention it. Went from like, what, 20-something up to the lead there. But walk us through the race. Like you said, the race looked really good. Like you said, the runs were going to be really big, but walk us through the race. Walk us through got you up here in the victory lane tonight?
Oh man, this package is so fun. It is so fun. I mean, even trying to block towards the end here, I was getting super tight with the car behind me on my bumper. Just increased aero on this race, on this type of package is going to be insane for any racing with the increased horsepower. It just multiplies every single move by so much. It's ridiculous, but man, just being aggressive. You got to be aggressive in this car to get a good finish here. I was probably the most aggressive in the field, but as you can see, I didn't cause any wrecks. So you got to be aggressive. You got to be smart. And that's exactly what we were today. We were able to get a win and get some perfectly timed blocks. Couldn't ask for any better.
And holding off most for the win at that. Obviously, not something you're used to, but obviously, you know, coming here, doing your first race. Any impressions? Any suggestions here as we move forward here with these HVTV After Dark races?
I would just love to see a lot of variation in combos. You know, a lot of variation, a lot of fun. Again, I'd love to see some Gen 6 with the increased horsepower. I think that would be an amazing show. And also, maybe some 2003 Gen 4, or maybe some old school Gen 4s. I think that would be pretty sick somewhere as well.
Definitely.
But yeah, I really enjoy myself.
Oh, we appreciate you coming in here and racing with us. Obviously, a big name here in the community, so we appreciate you coming out and being a part of it. And we'll definitely take your races into consideration. But once again, congratulations, Braden, and winning race 2. As we end the night here, hopefully, you know, we'll see you some more out here on track.
Oh, you definitely will. I had a great time.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate that, and we'll leave you to celebrate, and hopefully we can talk to you more down here in the
All
booth.
right, see ya. Yeah, thank you.
Braden Mavic, I mean, the man, the myth, the legend himself, gets it done here from Talladega. As we're going to call it a night here. HV, yeah, dark. And I think it's time to call it a night. See Braden Mavic still continuing to doing those Polish victory laps. You can actually spin it around here. Bring it down here. I think we'll end it at that. We'll continue to see this 42 just continue to put on the show for you guys. But once again, my name is Christian Delgado, your lead producer and commentator for tonight's race. If you guys are interested in wanting to come up here and call a race with me up in the booth, or just call a race honestly by yourself, I'd love to come up here and race a couple myself. Just don't hesitate. Make sure to join the Discord and just get with me, right? And if you guys want an opportunity to call some races up here for After Dark, it's just a community-based thing. We want to open it up to the community. Just feel free to DM me. As long as you're going to be cordial and as long as you're just trying to learn or just have a good time, that's all we're asking for. But once again, we appreciate everybody coming out and watching tonight's broadcast here at HVTV After Dark. Congratulations to Wilkerson on that first win at Vegas, and congratulations to Braden Mavic as he continues to still burn it down here in front of you guys at home. But once again, my name is Christian Delgado. We appreciate everybody for watching tonight's broadcast. I definitely had a lot of fun calling tonight's races. If you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button over on the YouTube side, over on High Velocity TV, hitting that bell notification. And if you are watching over at twitch.tv/ChristianBoss13, we'd really appreciate a follow over there as well. We're doing a lot of stuff over there on the Twitch side as well. We appreciate Braden for the follow over on Twitch. We appreciate all the love and support, guys. But once again, we'll be back on most likely this coming Thursday for the Prestige Cup Series, as they just started their playoffs. As they will just be starting their playoffs this next Thursday at Kansas Speedway. So be on the lookout for that. We are going to be having an off week on Friday for the AWC Pro Series, but we'll be back in Friday after for the AWC Eldora charity race. I'm really excited to call that one, and then we'll be back once again to start the chase here at Kansas for the ISNF Cup Series right back here on Saturday. Potentially some more HVTV After Dark here following that. But once again, I hope everybody had a great rest of their Saturday night. Enjoy the racing tomorrow. Enjoy the Cup Series as they go to Bristol. And can't wait to see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your Saturdays, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Love you guys so much.